Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is K. The purpose of this video is to use Putty to connect to our AWS instance. So Putty is widely used in work environment because it is considered safe than few other SSH clients. So it is important to get familiar with Putty, to be able to connect to your EC2 instance. So, but before we go into that, I would like to let you know that you will need to install Putty on your system. So you can go to Google and then you can use this link to download Putty on your system. So if you use this link and you do this, you can download Putty through here. So you can download Putty through here. And so let's go to our EC2 instance and create new EC2 instance. So I'm in my own EC2 account now. So I want to launch a new EC2 instance. So I'll call it, let's call it Putty 6. And then I will choose Ubuntu server, and then I will scroll down, and then I will click on create key pair. So I will name my key pair, let me name it Putty 6. So, and then I'll create the account. So I have this Putty 6 in my download folder. So what I will do is to just copy this Putty 6, and then I will create a folder on my desktop. Let me delete the folder I have, the existing folder here. So I'll create a new folder and call it my key. So then I'll paste my key here. So I have my key here for simplicity. So I'll be able to access this easily. So the next thing we need to do now is to go into our C drive. So you can just go to your C drive, and then inside our C drive, because you have installed Putty, most of the application that you install will be in your program files. So you double click that, and then we can search for P. So Putty, and then we'll click on the Putty gen. So the purpose of this is to convert the key pair to PPK file. So if you click on file and then you say load, you will go to your desktop, and then you see my key file. Then you will click here to show all the files in the folder. Then you double click this and say OK. And once that is been done, you save the private key onto the same folder. And so we can name it my key. Let's name it my PPK 6. So then we'll save it. So once we've saved that, we'll close. And then the next thing we need to do now is to open our Putty. Of course, we have installed Putty before. So once you double click that, you can then get we need to go and get the public IP of our EC2 instance. So let's click here. Now we have not launched our EC2 instance. Remember, we put Putty 6, and then we have already created the key pair. And then what we need to do is to just launch the new instance. So let's launch the Ubuntu server. So now the Ubuntu server is ready. So we can click on the Putty 6, and then what we need to do next is to copy the public IP. So let's copy the public IP, and then we'll go back to our Putty, and we'll paste the public IP address here. The port 22 is already open. So the next thing we need to do now is to go to our SSH, and we'll click the authentication. For some reason, some people might have the link here to just click browse and link up with your upload your PPK file. But if you are using the upgraded version of Putty, you might see the same thing that I'm saying. So you will click on credential, and then this is still the same place where you have to put your private key for authentication. So you click browse. Once you click browse, you go to where we have the key, my key, and then we double click that and we say open. So once that is open, it will ask a question, just say accept, and it will tell you to log in. Remember, Ubuntu server default login. Default login is Ubuntu. So you have to put Ubuntu. Let me remove cap log. You have to do Ubuntu. So that will link us with that. So we have successfully connected to our EC2 instance. So let's say pwd, let's check our present working directory. So we are working directly from the home Ubuntu. So let's say ls to see if there's any file there. We don't have any file in this system because it's a pretty new system. So let's create a file. Let's just create an empty file. Touch, let's call it touch coyote. And then let's say enter, and let's do ls list. So we have Coyote already in the EC2 instance. So remember, we are connecting to the EC2 using our Putty. So let's go to our AWS account this time, and then let us connect to this AWS account using this EC2 using AWS command line interface. So we will SSH to this account using the AWS command line interface, and there we go. So we're there. So let's check our present working directory is home Ubuntu, and then let's say ls. You can see that is the Coyote that we created when we are in the Putty. So the next thing we want to do now to confirm if everything is fine, we can do Coyote 2. Let's do 2. Okay, and then we'll enter. Let's do so let's go to our Putty to confirm if we can see the same thing there. So we go back to our Putty, and then remember when we created Coyote, we only have one, and then let's do ls, and you can see Coyote 2. So this is how you can use Putty to connect to your EC2 instance with relatively ease. And I hope this video is insightful, and I hope you enjoy watching the video. Thank you, and have a blessed day.